Yo, so I'm back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha. And this article right here says Eminem says being white is so embarrassing I want to kill myself. To that, only thing I can say is jump, nigga. Like, this isn't a white or a black thing. If you say you want to kill yourself, I'm not gonna get in your way. I'm not one of those selfish people. I'm not gonna talk you off the ledge. I'm not gonna try to talk you back in the building. I'm not gonna talk the revolver out your hand. If you got the gun, I'd suggest you put the Mossberg in your mouth and do the Lord's work. Now, I like some of Eminem's work, and I even respect him being iconic as being the first proven white rapper that had any type of skill, even though he has a lot of trash ass records and I only respect two of them. But if he feels so embarrassed, rapper says he's so embarrassed of his race that he wants to check out of life. Nigga, we thought you checked out in 2005 for 10 years until you came back and recorded that revival bullshit. Or was that 5 years? Who knows? Who gives a fuck? All I know is that since you've been back in the rap game, we ain't been getting Slim Shady, which is synonymous with Batman. We've been getting Bruce Wayne, which is synonymous with Eminem. The shit's trash and I wish you stopped making music. And that's not because you're white. That's because you're one of the few niggas from the 90s, 99, 2000s. You just got nothing. There's a lot of niggas from the 90s I used to fucking love. I don't listen no more. I got the album sitting on the shelf. It's because I've heard everything they possibly could say and they ain't said shit after that's worth listening to after. One of them niggas notably being E40. Or hell, even Bone Thugs and Harmony. Or if I want to take one of my personal favorites, DJ Quick. Nobody listened to that Book of David. Sorry, Quick. But if you white people should have, you a lying motherfucker too. That's another thing. This nigga says he's embarrassed. How you just now embarrassed that white people ain't shit? You wasn't embarrassed when you put out that mixtape when you was dissing that black woman, calling her a black bitch. Now we know that bitches will break your heart, so you liable to say any fucked up thing. Hell, I've been slighted by white people and called a white person a cracker. It is what it is. However, there's no documentation except this shit right here. But this is a fucking podcast, so I could be lying. Just to cover my tracks. What I will say is, nigga, you should have been embarrassed about that shit. Hell, you should have been embarrassed about Revival, Relapse, Music to Murder To, the Slim and M Show. I can keep going. There's a lot of the Encore. You should have been embarrassed about that shit. You should have been embarrassed by your rap skills when you recorded that song Renegade with Jay-Z. Now I know stylistically wise you was dope. You wasn't saying shit. Like, let's be realistic here. Nigga was saying a whole bunch of rhyming words. Like, who gives a fuck? Jay-Z told a fucking story about pain in the hood and growing up in Marcy. This nigga was saying it just because they listened to me and all this, but like all this shit, all this gibberish. Don't get me wrong, it sounded dope, but right now I can't even fucking recite the shit. And I used to know it like the back of my hand. So you should have been embarrassed for that bullshit. Yeah, you should be embarrassed that song you did with Rihanna. Don't be embarrassed that you white. It is what it is, my nigga. You couldn't help it that you was born and you came through the vagina of a trailer trash, pale skinned white bitch. Yo, real shit, there's a part of me that really hopes that this podcast doesn't take off, because if these people ever see me, they're gonna try to fuck me up. Good thing he's only 5'8" and I can fight, plus he's 50. So then there's that. In any event, if you like this episode, that's what's up, yo. I hope YouTube don't fuck up the algorithm because I cussed a lot, because I ain't say nothing offensive and I didn't violate the goddamn community guidelines. Please let me get my hits and my bread, please. Anyways, if you like this episode, subscribe, turn the notifications on, like, comment, and share. And for all you punk motherfuckers that stands, before you even get started talking about I got a little ass podcast, this is the beginning, bitch ass niggas. And I'm out.